All right, Shalom. I want to start off as always by giving all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Wacha HaKodash, double honors unto the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone. I want to send much love unto the brothers out there doing this work in truth and sincerity, and also want to send peace and blessings unto the believers of the hopeful elect. And as you can see, the name of this live lesson is going to be Cannibalistic Devils, Rise of AI Control and Data Centers. And I want to cover this lesson here in this order, okay? I pray that it's edifying to you brothers and sisters out there. I try to make this quick as possible, man, but I just wanted to touch on some prophecy, some recent news, man. A lot is happening in the world, and it's a beautiful time to be in the faith. It's a beautiful time to have a sound mind and just to see the power of the Lord, okay? Everything that we're seeing is in tune with prophecy. And if you understand this thing, brother, sister out there, be thankful, be glad. As Yahweh Shai said, blessed are our eyes for we can see, blessed are our ears for we hear, meaning that we understand what's going on, okay? A lot of people in the world are still asleep. They have no clue to what's happening in the world. They don't understand what's coming down the pipe. But we do, okay? And that's all glory to Yahweh Shai for his spirit, for understanding, for mercy, right? So I'm going to get into this thing here, man. Pray that it's edifying, all right? So the first video that I have is from Kim Iverson here on YouTube. And the title of her video reads, Epstein might have eaten people. Now, we know that these elites, these top elites, okay, they are into cannibalism, all right? Human sacrifice, eating flesh, they into it all. Drinking blood is nothing to them, okay? This is how these devils get down, and what we're seeing with the Epstein files is nothing new, okay? These things have happened in the old times, but the Hamites, or the Canaanites, I read that, and just this, this wicked lifestyle, man. These devils are into witchcraft and all kind of madness, and this is pretty much how they get their power, right? Draw their power from this. Human sacrifice, blood sacrifices, eating flesh, and all kind of BS, all right? It's a lot, and it's hard to watch, it's hard to hear, but hey, we got to cover these things, man. These Epstein files is showing the world that these devils are sick, okay? They're very, very sick individuals. But the Most High is casting this filth on them to expose them, right? The people that the individual that these people love to praise and worship and idolize are really sick people, man, right? Trump, Elon Musk, they're all sick. I saw over there in India, their prime minister or whoever he's supposed to be, he was mentioned inside the Epstein's files over there in India, and they protesting. All right, they are there wrecking shop because they're finding out that their leaders are sick. Okay, they're all sick, man. And this is why you heathen got to be enslaved, because you're all in on this madness. You're trafficking children, you're trafficking women and men, sexually abusing corpses, and all kind of madness. What the hell is going on? Now you see why judgment is written the way it's written. That fire got to come, man, to just put an end to all this damn madness. But let me play this video, bro. I want to ramble on. Here we go. Make sure my audio is good. Here we go.
Did Jeffrey Epstein eat people? Children, in fact, is what people are claiming after looking through the emails and seeing what looks like a lot of code words. The code word for this one, I'm sure you've heard of the pizza scandal, grape soda. This one is jerky. There's a lot of references to eating jerky or walking jerky across the street. And people are wondering if these code words mean Jeffrey Epstein was engaging in some sort of human sacrifice, some sort of satanic ritual, some sort of, human consumption, cannibalism. Lauren Boebert, she is a representative. She actually raises this question on television. Here it is.
There are code words that suggest Jeffrey Epstein and his associates could maybe even be engaging in some sort of consumption. Is that human consumption? Are there code words? There's a lot of talk of beef jerky. There's a restaurant called The Cannibal where the owner is listed in some of these documents. Now, that isn't a restaurant that is just proclaiming to serve human meat by any means. But some of this just, it seems that there's a lot of conspiracies that make you wonder. And I saw more emails about torture, and these coded conversations still have a very clear topic that torture was big. It was a big driver for them. And these were sick people doing very, very sick things.
Okay, so that is quite the claim, right? To say that Jeffrey Epstein was eating people and potentially even eating children. Top streamer Asmongold, he actually did a video where he reads off all the various, or many of the, not all of them, but many of the various emails that reference jerky, which people are thinking is the code word for eating a person or eating a child of some sort. So let's just go ahead and watch this video.
Eve to me is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where you can do.
Hope you are feeling better. Did we analyze the jerky? Why didn't we get jerky this week? I also added more to the jerky and ginger lemongrass. Thank you so much. Super cool. Beef jerky, delicious. Jojo is here and we'll walk the jerky over to Jeffrey. We'll walk the jerky over to Jeffrey. Why would jerky walk around? Why would it do that? Delicious lunch, beef jerky. Steve and I are very grateful above all for your friendship. Some of these emails are so wholesome, aren't they? It's too bad they eat kids. A small insulated bag would be fine. I don't recommend checking it. No need for crazy amounts of ice. One should do. There is one bag of beef jerky in the fridge. Please get it. Also, Blank has more at her place. Please get it from her.
This is some Jeffrey Dahmer level madness. The jerky we all know is talking about humans, human flesh in the refrigerator, in the freezer. Okay, this is Jeffrey Dahmer level weirdness, man. What the hell is wrong with these people, man? But see, when you're at the top like that, you know, these devils do some of the weirdest things. Okay, people bugging out behind P. Diddy. P. Diddy just was a freak. Okay, he just a freak. He a freak. He a nasty freak. These people are on another level. Okay, this is another level of wickedness and madness. All right, they're talking about humans, children, eating them, stuffing them in the refrigerator. Okay, what the hell, man? Bro, your Howard has to come. Because guess what? This is still going on. Jeffrey Epstein is one individual. Okay? There are plenty of Epsteins. All right? Plenty of them. This is happening all the time, every day, bro. This is happening every day. Human sacrifices, man. Cannibalism. Weird sex acts. This happening every day, bro. Constantly. All these children going missing, man, every year. Hundreds of thousands of children go missing every year. Where are they, bro? This is madness. But now we see where some of the children are going, or where they have been. You know, they've been missing. All right, this is dated 2016. These niggas are, boy. Hey man, this shit wild, bro. This is wild. All right.
Her as well. I suppose it needs to be in a cold, insulated bag. Just wanted to touch base about jerky. JE said he was going to start eating regular food again, so he might be eating less jerky. He said he has 6 bags of it in the downstairs freezer.
He gonna start back eating regular food again. So what was he eating if he wasn't eating regular food? This is madness. This is madness, bro. These people are sick. You can only imagine what the top elite are doing, okay? If Epstein was doing all this, bro, you can imagine what them top elites over there are doing, okay? These rich banking families. They're into all kinds of sickness, man. I'm going to play a little bit more, bro, then I'm going to get my scripture, all right? Because all this is tied to idolatry, man. It's all tied to idolatry, left-hand wickedness, man.
Freezer. Why would you freeze jerky? Steve needs a 6 to 8 ounce portion of jerky. I gave you all the jerky we had, and it lasted only half the amount of time it was meant to. I felt like it was more important for you to have the jerky to eat during my time off. My plan is to make a batch before I leave for LSJ, and some of that will go to Steve, and the rest will go to you at LSJ when I arrive. Little St. James Island. And that's what LSJ must mean. So logically, that means that they were doing this off of the island. Steve Hansen is sending jerky to your attention overnight. I believe it should be enough to get him through. Jeffrey Epstein is asking to bring him more jerky. I'm flying in on Friday. I will bring jerky. Is there a time I could come say hi and drop off the beef jerky? And that's from Jeffrey Epstein. Francis has time to come tomorrow. Show me how to make it. Jerky class anyone. He will bring you to taste his new jerky recipe from the restaurant. He sends a warm hello. He's working at a restaurant called guys, the restaurant's called Cannibal and Cooks. Wait for it. Beef jerky and steak. Can blank make some jerky? I think we should landscape all around the house to use the water if possible. If the main house is not enough. Are there any recorded images of Jeffrey Epstein with beef jerky at all? No, there are no recorded or publicly known images of Jeffrey Epstein with beef jerky.
Okay. Strange, right?
Yeah, it is very strange. Wild, okay? But this is nothing new, all right? The scriptures speaks about this level of wickedness and madness, okay? Oh my God. I'm going to get this scripture here first, okay? And Wisdom of Solomon 14. The results of idolatry, okay? Now, in the beginning, okay, she had a picture up here of this idol, right? Baal. You read about Baal in the scriptures, okay? Baal, Moloch, right? How pretty much Moloch was an idol, right? That was all about child sacrifice. Okay? These damn Hamites made these idols and they sacrificed their children unto them. Jake even did it, man. They sacrificed their babies unto this BS. Okay? It's all rooted in idolatry, bro. This is madness. Okay? Wisdom of Solomon 14, verse 22, it says, one thing led to another. It was not enough to be wrong about the knowledge of the Most High. They lived in a state of evil warfare, but they were so ignorant that they called it peace. They murdered children in their initiation rituals. What do you think Esau do behind the scene, man? Donald Trump, all the presidents, prime ministers, whoever, kings, whoever. These people who got high-level positions in society, okay? These billionaires, both Esau, Jake, whoever it may be. LeBron James, Jay-Z, they're all into it, bro. These celebrities, wicked. They're all wicked, bro. They're all been exposed, okay? They murdered children in their initiation rituals, celebrated secret mysteries, and held wild ceremonial orgies with unnatural practices. P. Diddy, R. Kelly, okay? They into this stuff. It's all idolatry, bro. They're giving their energy over to these idols. They're not even real. But they are practicing these unnatural things. These big Hollywood parties, mask parties, they having sex. As soon as you walk in the door, they having sex. People naked, people in a pool full of blood, swimming in the blood, piss, feces everywhere. I mean, sick. Hey, look, they spoke about how P. Diddy, he had his house set at a certain temperature. Like his house had to be at that certain temperature when they did whatever they did. Okay? This is madness, bro. But this is happening every single day in this world, man. Top government officials, leaders, rulers, judges, whoever, potentates, magistrates, whoever. They're all in. They're all in, bro. Okay? And look, hey, Jake, you wicked Jakes out there who are into the whatever, you know. You guys, man, the Most High gonna get you niggas, boy. The Most High, LeBron James, Kevin Hart, right? You guys. Man, the Most High gonna get you niggas, man. Y'all are crazy, okay? You're crazy, man. But here we go. Wisdom of Solomon 12, right? And I read this earlier. I'll read it again. Well, I won't read it earlier. No, I read this yesterday. But this is talking about the Canaanites, right? It says the sins of the Canaanites. You hated the people who lived in your holy land long ago because they did horrible things. They practiced magic and conducted unholy worship. They killed the children without mercy and ate the flesh and blood of human beings. So what we're hearing from the Epstein files is nothing new, okay, about these people being cannibals, okay, using code words to describe human flesh, human beings, and cooking these humans and eating them, okay? This is a different level of wickedness, bro. What kind of mindset you got to be in to constantly eat human flesh and it doesn't bother you? You're drinking blood and it doesn't bother you. These top officials, these leaders, these presidents, they are into this stuff. But yet they come out and run a country and make laws and go to war. All these things, right? But they're into this kind of stuff, bro. This is, oh my goodness. It says they killed children without mercy and ate the flesh and blood of human beings. They were initiated into secret rituals, right, in which parents murdered their own defenseless children. They gave them over to be sacrifice. Okay? This is nothing new, bro. It's just on another level right now. It's crazy right now. All right? It is crazy what these people are doing, what's being revealed. But it's not new, but just hearing about it, it's like, bro, this is why these devils got to be taken out of power, man. No child is safe as long as these devils are in power. No child, okay? This is madness, man. But anyway, you can get done watching this video if you want, okay, about these devils and their wickedness, but for time's sake, I'm going to move on. I want to get into the AI portion of the lesson now. So here I want to talk about these devils, these top officials, okay, who are pushing the AI agenda, and also get into these AI data centers that are being built in the world. The first video I want to deal with is put up by London Real. It says, inside the network of tech billionaires influencing Trump. And this guy is interviewing David Icke. Okay, so I'm going to play this clip here. David Icke make a bunch of good points. You can go watch the video yourself as well, but he make a bunch of good points in this clip here. So I'm going to play it and just highlight a few points he make, all right?
He is just a puppet, Trump. He's got plenty of mouth, but he's a puppet. He's just being manipulated by people around him, controlled by people around him, and he's very, very willing for that to happen. But basically, the tech networks, the billionaire tech networks, are running the show. And while you've got this pantomime going on with Trump, because if you look at a magician, while they're doing a trick with their right hand, they want you looking over here, right? So while this AI agenda, this digital agenda is being driven on faster and faster, not just in the United States, but worldwide. In America and wider afield, you've got the focus on the drama of Trump. What's Trump done today? What's Trump said today? And everything's focused on him, while these tech billionaires are driving forward their dystopia agenda. And you know,
right, Donald Trump is set up to be a distraction. Okay, he say crazy things, he do crazy things, he post crazy things as a distraction to keep your mind off what's really going on behind the scenes, but really it's happening openly. Okay, these devils are setting up this digital prison. They are building the infrastructure for it. I'm gonna show you the video. Okay, this is no joke, man. They're moving headlong with this AI stuff, man, and they're getting ready to bring holy hell on the planet Earth, man. While everybody worried about Trump posting Obama's as monkeys and whatever, that is a bunch of BS. It's jokes. Okay, it's jokes. But people focus in on the folly. But as the scripture says, what? Folly is set in great dignity. And people love folly. People love this back and forth BS, right wing, left wing, Democrat. It's a joke. It's a joke, man. There is something way more sinister going on. These devils are bringing the MOTB system in. Okay? Here we go.
America has to beat China in the race for AI. Do you know there's about 46,000 papers that have been produced on AI in which Americans and Chinese people have collaborated? Why would they do that if we're trying to win a race? And something else I've been trying to get across over the years is this global cult, this global network of secret societies with an interlocking leadership and fiercely compartmentalized, so most people within it don't know the real agenda. It doesn't have borders. borders of a public consumption. They're there to make you believe you live in this country, which is run by these people, and you live in that country that's run by these people. And this is why I said earlier, it's in the end, it's a one-party world. When there is a force that's working through all of them and the key people in all of them. So in the end, the idea is for the world to be controlled by this AI dystopia system.
Right. And he's speaking about the elites, okay? The top elite families, those who really have the power, man. That BS you see between America and China as if they're going against each other, no. They're all working to accomplish the same goals. And that's to bring in this damn AI controlled digital prison, okay? The elites control both sides. And this is what the scripture speaks about, this gang of evildoers. This is Psalm 64, verse 1 NLT. It says, "O Yahweh, listen to my complaint, protect my life from my enemies' threat. Hide me from the plots of this evil mob, from this gang of wrongdoers." This is who Davidite is talking about. These top elites, man. These top Edomite banking families who truly controls and run everything in every country. Okay? They give the okay. They send down the orders, man. So David here, King David, in spirit, he asked the Most High for protection, man. All right? This is really for us. We are being ruled by a evil mob who's plotting against us, a gang of wrongdoers who are looking to overthrow us, man, to chip us ultimately, right? That's their goal, is to chip us and turn us to some batteries, okay? This is bugged out. But he's on point, all right?
It's not meant for China to win the AI race or America to win the AI race. It's meant for the AI race to lead to a complete global control system in which eventually every man, woman, and child will be under the control of this AI system and this AI-generated, technologically generated cloud hive mind. That's the idea. And this is why I've been shaking my head in some despair at the way the alternative media, main thrust of it, which has been taken over by mainstream people that have come in overwhelmingly since COVID, the way it has focused attention on the myopia of politics and, to an extent, finance. It's focused on the myopia of that level of the conspiracy. And that is not where it comes from. That's one level on which the conspiracy plays out. It's not where it comes from. But what they want you focused upon is that is the conspiracy. And if you look at that level, there are no answers. There's no answers to at that level of the conspiracy because, okay, so what do we do? Well, if this political party does this and we don't like it, well, you vote for the other one. Okay. So what happens when that one doesn't do what it says it would do and actually seems to be doing what that one did? How do you get rid of that party? Well, you have to go back to that one. And how do you get rid of that one? Well, you go back to that one. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Yes, sir. And there's no answers there.
Investment Club. Today, I consider it the best investment that I've ever made. We get 4 projects presented a week by their associated CEOs. Personally,
And also, the answers come when you realize the nature and the scale of the conspiracy. That's where the answers lie. And also when you say to yourself, there's 8 billion people in the world, so we're told. How are a few running it? and how easy it will be for the few to run it once the AI system's in place. That's the idea. Becomes a self-regulating, self-running system then. But how have a few always controlled the many? And then we're back to what we talked about earlier. The problem, the cause, is people's myopic belief systems, which are then played off against each other. And what we've seen with the alternative media takeover, hijack, I say, is the regression into puppet show politics. And while everyone's focused on that, what's Trump said today? The big agenda rolls out.
Right.
And before we realize it, it will be a done deal. We're now in this situation in Britain where Starmer is saying, and his government is saying, that if you don't have a digital ID, eventually you won't be able to work, right? You've got to have a digital ID to work. And so you say to yourself, okay, if you look at the digital ID, why is it being introduced in country after country? And if you're looking at the digital currency, why is there a digital ruble? I thought, isn't Putin against the system? No, it's not. You've got digital ruble. You've got the EU bringing in a digital currency. You've got Trump who says, well, this is the point, the central bank digital currency. MAGA, massively against it, right? Doesn't want it. Quite right. So Trump goes, oh, well, okay. So what I have to do is play to me base a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an executive order, swish of the pen, law of the land, democracy. And I'm going to say America will never have a digital currency, a central bank digital currency. And then you've got his commerce secretary, Howard Lutnick, who's a big force in that government, very much involved in and Trump supporting stablecoins, digital currency. And it's programmable. It's programmable. And if it's programmable, it's part of the system. And
right, he's speaking about the stable coins, okay? Which is just another way of saying CBDCs. But since it's a stable coin, then, oh, okay, it's okay to get them, all right? Man, come on. But hey, Trump is doing his job of being the devil, okay? He's following orders. He's in line with the elites. Donald Trump is not fighting against the elites. That's the narrative that some of these mainstream alternative media conservatives try to preach. Alex Jones, Glenn Beck, those kind of guys. They talk as if Trump is going against the elites and he told them off and he signed this and whatever. Man, get the hell out of here. Donald Trump got you people in a trick bag. He sold you out to the elites, okay? He's all for this AI agenda. He don't care, right? What Trump, like 80 years old, 81, like he don't care. These devils are moving forward, man. And guess what? And it's beautiful to see, okay? It's beautiful to see them pushing this stuff, man. Because this is the pathway unto the kingdom. It's through this system, bro. So we need this to happen, to be honest.
So then you ask a question, well, why is the same thing happening everywhere? Well, didn't COVID response happen virtually everywhere? Oh, yeah. Right. So then, do you think there might be a global force that's manipulating all this, that wants you to think that ultimately China and America are a kind of at war with each other, and economically or wherever, when actually they all answer to the same force? What do you think? And that's what we're facing. We have this global cult that operates in every country. It's been around a long time, gaining more and more power. It controls governments. It controls parties that have any chance of forming a government. Many who don't, many as well as don't. And that's why the world is heading in the same direction all over the world. It's because it's a one-party world. And the alternative media is focusing on the puppet show. Exactly what the cult wants. And you don't have to have people, I mean, there will be some that will come into like the alternative media that know exactly what they're doing. But you don't need many of them. All you do is pick your people who have a certain mentality. They might be have the Christian mentality. They might have the right-wing mentality. They might see politics as the way forward. And you just promote the hell out of it.
All right, I'm going to stop it right there, man. You can finish it off if you want to, but points he highlighted about, this fake beef between China and America being against each other in the AI race. Look, bro, they're all working for the same thing, okay? And that's to push out artificial intelligence, robotics. It's happening. But they're using the scare of China to justify America doing it. And how here in America, we need to get ahead in the AI race and outdo China. So they're justifying pushing AI and creating these mega data centers, okay? In which I want to get into this. This is from Bloomberg Originals. It says, inside OpenAI Stargate Mega Factory with Sam Altman. They're building these mega factories, these huge data centers, man. This is the foundation of the MOTB, okay? These big data centers that, can gather all this information, all these chips to push out AI and pretty much control everything. They're building them all around the country, okay? But as far as OpenAI, this is their first one here out in Texas, okay? I'm going to play a little bit of this here, man, and then I'm going to grab one more video and close out.
Stargate, put that name down in your books, because I think you're going to hear a lot about it in the future. A new American company that will invest $500 billion at least in AI infrastructure.
The data centers are actually under construction. The first of them are under construction in Texas, the Abilene location, which is our first location.
Abilene is a town on the western central plains of Texas. We kind of scratch and fight for everything good that comes our way.
I had people reaching out and they said, well, is the president going to come see you? And I said, well, he hasn't texted me yet. So.
I'm thrilled we get to do this in the United States of America. I think this will be the most important project of this era.
Welcome to Abilene, Texas. This is the site of Project Stargate, a very mysterious, much talked about, much speculated about project that brings together OpenAI, SoftBank, Oracle. If it all comes together, building after building on this red dirt behind me will be filled with chips that'll power the AI revolution.
What we're undergoing right now is sort of the largest infrastructure build in human history. It's going to create new ways of doing business. It's going to create new ways of invention, and it's going to really drive humanity forward.
I was in the real estate business. These buildings, these are big, beautiful buildings. They're going to employ a lot of people.
How do you personally grapple with the pace of it all?
It does feel like it's going very fast. I certainly think if I could transport myself back 3 years ago, it would seem like unimaginable progress.
This is amazing, explosive growth of intelligence that's coming in our decade. Everything will change.
When Stargate was first announced, there was a lot of skepticism. A lot of people thought it's just too big to be true. So this is your very first look. Hello.
Hey, Emily.
Thank you so much for having us.
Welcome to Abilene.
It's so awesome to be here.
Yeah.
It's all happening.
I know.
How many people are on this site?
Today we have about 2,200 people on site.
The guy at the heart of the Stargate build in Abilene is Chase Lockmiller. He's the founder of Crusoe, the little-known data center startup overseeing this massive project.
We started construction here last June of 2024. This was just a complete barren field.
So
right?
there was nothing here in June?
There were a bunch of mesquite trees and bushes and brush.
Stargate is so mysterious. What actually is happening here?
What will eventually be here is 8 separate buildings, all containing very large clusters of fully interconnected GPUs.
Yeah.
We're going to do a tour of some of that. This is going to get us around the whole 1,200-acre campus.
Hey, we're going on an adventure.
Hey, 8 big massive buildings. They can collect a bunch of data, and they're talking about storing these chips inside of them, man. That's a lot, bro. That's a lot. Okay, but this is just this is just open AI, bro. Okay, we ain't getting into Google and Amazon, Anthropic, what's his name? Meta with Mark the fool. Okay, Zuckerberg. You got Elon Musk building data centers. Okay, it's a lot happening, man. It's a lot happening. All right. I'm not gonna play all this video here. Okay, for time's sake, you can go watch it here on YouTube, man. But you see, these devils are moving fast. Okay, and if you watch this video here, they're going to tell you that, oh, we'll be done building this data center here in the middle of June. No, excuse me. No. They said the middle of 2026. Okay, then it said actual day, but they said the middle of 2026. They started building on it last year. So somewhere between this year, they're going to be done building these big 8 mega factories, okay, which is pretty much data centers. This is the foundation for the MOTB system, bro. Just watch the video. They're going to tell you without telling you. This is going to power AI, bro. This is going to power those cameras, drones, robots, all kind of things, okay? Now, while they're building these big data centers, they're also killing off the environment and putting hell on the people, man, who have to live next door to these data centers, okay? That's poison in the air, poison in the food, poison in the water. Jake right now in Memphis is complaining about that big data center that Elon Musk built out there in Tennessee, bro. How it's hard to breathe, it's hard to live next door to those data centers, man. They catching hell. But guess what? They can't do nothing about it. They can't stop it, bro. These tech billionaires have gotten an okay from Trump to do as they please. So this video here, okay, I already watched all these things at work. But this is from Business Insider. It says, exposing the dark side of America's AI data center explosion. And so they cover the dangers of these AI centers, of these data centers, bro, and how they're pretty much polluting the earth. They're polluting the environment with these damn data centers, okay? But they need these big mega factories in order to push AI how they want to collect the data how they want to, okay? This is going to be for all of Americans, okay? They need all your information. So that takes a lot of data to collect all these things, right? For AI to communicate with you with ChatGPT and Grok, these data centers are in control of that. If you go to ChatGPT and talk to ChatGPT right now, those data centers, because ChatGPT is with OpenAI, right? Sam Altman, it's a data center. They're communicating with you through AI, bro. Okay, but this stuff is causing harm. So I'm gonna play this intro here, and then I want to jump to the portion about living next door to these data centers, bro, and how this shit is killing the environment. Hey, look, people can't even go to sleep no more because of the hell that they're catching from these data centers, man. This is real. So here we go.
Giant warehouses are popping up across the US, more than 2 every week. They feed AI algorithms, store photos, and answer our questions.
Hey, Google.
A data center campus like this can consume as much power and water as an entire city. And many of the biggest server farms are emerging from the desert. But there's no official record of how many of these are being built, where they are, or even who owns them.
To be honest, I've never really run into so much resistance for records than this project.
Big tech companies often go to great lengths to hide the details. So we decided to build a map.
What we designed is a system to see not only the individual location of each data center across the country, but also where they cluster.
And for some, these clusters are appearing too close to home. We went to meet people who say having data centers next door is affecting their health.
I had a hard time breathing. I couldn't sleep. I thought I was losing my mind.
Summertime is more of a during the winter it's like almost like an engine trying to start.
So how many data centers are there in the US? And is there enough power and water to satisfy a building boom that is only just getting started?
Where I am standing now is at the middle of the data center capital of the world. This is Loudoun County, Virginia, otherwise known as Data Center Alley. And it may not look like much from down here, but just take a look from up above.
These are Amazon data centers. Zoom out and you can see tech companies tend to build data centers in clusters, where there is a reliable power supply, access to enough water, as well as tax breaks and affordable land. But of course, these tend to also be places where lots of people already live, like Santa Clara County, California, or the most heavily populated part of Arizona, Maricopa County. And of course, here in Northern Virginia, the most densely populated part of the Washington, D.C. metro area, and one of the largest and fastest growing residential areas in the US.
Yeah, I mean, I was the fourth homeowner in this neighborhood, fourth to occupy a house in this neighborhood.
Donna Gallant has lived on this street in Prince William County, Northern Virginia, for the last 30 years. All very peaceful until 2021, when things started to change. These are Google data centers, and ever since they started rising from the ground, Donna has been looking for answers.
There's no transparency, and
with the data center companies or with local authorities? Or
both. Yeah. So anytime you ask a question, it's, oh, we signed an NDA, we can't talk about it. Oh, we're under NDA, we can't talk about it. So there's no transparency at all.
The site isn't complete yet, but she says the noise is already taking its toll.
When I go to my room at night, the tonal noise immediately triggered my anxiety to the point where I couldn't sleep. I ended up having to go down on my first floor and put noise-canceling headphones on just so I could sleep.
But for Donna and her neighbors, this is just the start. Over the next few years, they will find themselves surrounded by a string of new data centers.
That's going to go from this road here all the way and around my neighborhood. That's where the data center is going to go. And that's going to be 75 feet tall, dead smack in the middle of a neighborhood.
Zoom out a little more and you can see this plot of land. It was originally meant for housing, but in 2023 it was rezoned to clear the way for the construction of data centers instead. Prince William County already has over 70 data centers, but if this master plan for a data center opportunity zone is fully realized, together with Loudoun County to the north, they'll have more data centers than Russia. Donna set up a local campaign to challenge the rezoning, but the lawsuit was dismissed.
Yeah, it's heart-wrenching. It's heart-wrenching. Do I have ill feelings towards the data center industry for that? Yes, I do. I think we all need it. It's the way the world is going. But do I think dropping it next to people's homes is the right answer? No.
Well, they don't care. You can sue. You can go to the judge. You can do whatever you want to do. These data centers have to be built for prophecy's sake, man. It comes with a price. Your health, your sleep, your food being poisoned. But you got AI though. You can talk to Chat GPT while your damn head got a tumor on it. Okay? This is how you know the Most High gonna destroy this place fast, man. It's already causing problems, and they just started building the data centers, bro. And they're building them right where people live, where it's large amounts of water, it's trees, right? They build their stuff right there, man. I was watching the video. They were talking about building, I think it was Anthropic. They was talking about building a big data center out there in Mississippi. I got offended. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. But see, Mississippi would be a great state to build data centers in. It's so much land and greenery and water out there. Okay, out of Mississippi, man. And so Anthropic is going to build them a data center in Mississippi, right? By a big, large body of water. More than likely by a Jake community, as Elon Musk is doing inside of Memphis. And they're going to poison the water, poison the animals. People not going to get no sleep. It's going to be hell. But at least you can talk to Grok. At least you can talk to Chat GPT, man. This is where the world is heading, okay? So I'm going to close out with that, man, of a time's sake, bro, because I am exhausted, okay? I am exhausted from work. But you can go watch all these videos, check the information, man. But these data centers are popping up everywhere. Nobody is noticing it, okay? But it's coming to a town near you. A big-ass data center, right? Drones and robots. It's coming to a town near you. Hey, look, me personally, I give it to the, 2028, right? I said 2028, these devils gonna have robots every goddamn where. People gonna have no jobs, nothing. I give about 2028, middle of 2028. I speak as a man. Give the devil 2 more years, okay? 2 more years. And this devil gonna have this shit. Hey, America gonna be totally different, bro. It's gonna be totally different, okay? But anyway, I pray it was edifying. I'm gonna close out with that. All praise Yahweh Shai. Shalom.